Hi there. My name is Suze, and I work with women to help them find balance between their internal masculine and feminine energies so that they can have lives that feel really emotionally fulfilling, full of love and connection. I have my cat Willow with me here today. She wants to be napping in this chair that I'm sitting in, and clearly I'm working, so she can't. So I think she's mad and she's trying to get me to leave the chair. So don't mind her today. She often likes to pop in and say hello in my videos. Today I want to talk about something. I'm kind of moving in a different direction, and I really want to start building a story here on my YouTube channel. And so, to get to where I want to go, I feel like I need to lay some foundational energetic pieces so that people can understand things that I'm going to be saying very soon in the future on my channel in some videos. So the first piece I want to talk about is why masculine energy needs feminine energy. And I think there is a growing awareness around this subject in the collective, in the world out there, in anyone who's talking about energies, anyone who's talking about personal development, spiritual growth. I think that there is a growing awareness around this, and I'm super happy about it. But I just want to kind of add my 2 cents to it in my own personal experience and what I've learned about masculine, feminine energies and integrating both into the self and how they span out from there in relationship, right? So, masculine energy. There is a huge healing around masculine energy right now, whether it be with women healing their internal masculine, which is a subject I am going to be getting into shortly, healing your own internal masculine energy. But there also is a focus on men and masculine energy right now, and really reworking what it means to be masculine and what healthy masculine energy actually looks like. So I love this. This is really great. I often talk about in my own personal experience of, my childhood and where I came from. I grew up without my mother and with a father who was a severely wounded masculine figure. So, very familiar myself with wounded masculine energy. I grew up in using my own wounded masculine energy for the majority of my life. And that's what got me to this place of focusing on feminine energy and really allowing that to be seen and allowing that to be my core energy. But the masculine energy, why does it need feminine energy? If you really want to boil it down and make this really short and simple, because the feminine energy is what is in the heart space. And without the heart space, we can't have any connection. Without the heart space, we can't have emotional fulfillment. Without the heart space, we can't have emotional intimacy. I could pretty much end the video there, really. What, 3 minutes in? 3 minutes in, and I could really end the video there, but clearly I want to elaborate a little bit on this conversation. Masculine energy is very rigid. I've talked about this before in other videos of I recognized I wanted to get out of my masculine form a little bit more many, many years ago because I was so tense and rigid in my body, right? The body gets so rigid and tense and just, and feel like you're having to force your way through your life. That's very masculine energy. Clearly, that's not really great to be constantly in that state. Heavy masculine energy with no essence of feminine energy. Masculine energy is very heavy. It's very linear. It is very stable and safe and secure. But think about that, though. If you're in an environment that is only stable, safe, and secure and reliable, you're missing out on some of these other more expansive energies, the happiness and the delight and excitement, right? Excitement can be a good thing. I think sometimes we tend to shy away from excitement because we're afraid of it inflaming the nervous system, but you're also limiting the fullness of the human expression if you're not allowing yourself to experience excitement, right? Small doses of excitement are actually a good thing. And we can learn to expand ourselves and get stronger, more nervous systems by allowing ourselves to have some elements of excitement and then learning how to integrate stability in that. That right there is a great example of integrating healthy masculine and feminine in together. Masculine energy can make you snap, literally, in your physical body if there's no feminine energy. I practice yoga, I'm a yoga teacher. And a lot of yoga, as people know, even if you haven't practiced yoga, a huge part of yoga is stretching, right? There's a lot of flexibility being involved in the practice of yoga. That is entirely feminine. It is stretching, opening, relaxing the body. All that is very feminine. And there are components of yoga that are very masculine, particularly if you practice like vinyasa. Vinyasa is, at least where I live, it's a very popular practice type of yoga is vinyasa, or a power yoga, or a heated yoga. People know about those things, and that's very masculine because it's very, very strong, very focused on muscles and using the muscles, using your body, creating strength and empowerment that way. So then there's also the feminine aspect of stretching and flexibility, working together. Both are needed. You can't just go to the gym and build muscle and not stretch anything either. You need both aspects. And then with yourself individually, even with men who identify with a masculine core, there is a need for feminine energy to soften into the heart space. The mind is all the masculine. I've talked about that before in other videos. Mind and mental is all masculine. Heart space, emotions, energies, that's all the feminine realm. The physical reality outside of you, the things you can touch and feel, use your physical senses to experience, that's your masculine structure. The emotional world, the ethereal, spiritual world, that is all the world of the feminine. And the feminine rules that world. So to have the fullest expression of the human existence, there is the need. And I think in our world, I am so happy that there is more focus of integrating the feminine back in and stopping with the shaming around emotions, stopping with the shaming around being sensitive, too sensitive. There's a recognition that things need to be done differently. Even in parenting, parenting in and of itself is a masculine aspect. Parenting is masculine, but a lot of work is being done around how can I parent in a little bit of a gentler, more tender way, instead of simply using fear tactics to make my children be a certain way, or instead of using punishment and negative reinforcement all the time. Clearly, some of those things have a place, but all the time, always these negative repercussions instead of more focusing on love and positive reinforcement. There's a lot happening in the parenting world with that, which I love to see coming forward too. And that is filtering in feminine energy into the masculine structure, the masculine aspect that is parenting. There's a lot happening with men, and I follow a lot of men on Instagram who are really leading the way for other men to really expand and bring in feminine energy in a healthy way to men to help them be more connected in their partnerships with women, to help them understand women and be able to meet women at a deeper level in communication, in connection, in emotional availability. There's a lot of work being done around that with men and masculine energy, and I'm really happy about that. Masculine energy does need feminine energy. And to anyone who says that, being a man is all just masculine energy is missing the point. Now, this goes even deeper when we talk about relationships. And I'm not going to go too deep into this right now because this is a whole nother conversation. But in a relationship with a feminine and a masculine, even in that, of two people, two beings who have decided, I like being more in the feminine, I like being more in the masculine. Even in this, Even in that, there's a split in the two identities. And inside of those two identities is also their own inner masculine and feminine. So even the one in the relationship who says, I'm the man, I'm the masculine, in that, there's a recognition that I'm with a feminine aspect and she helps me bring out my feminine even more. She helps to bring me back into connection with my heart. That's where it gets really beautiful, where you've done the work within yourself to embrace and integrate and collaborate your own inner masculine and feminine energies, and then you take that outside of yourself in your external human relationship and recognize, I need this other person who I'm in relationship with to come alongside me and bring in that feminine aspect even more. Again, not in a codependent way, in an interdependent way, in a growing the relationship kind of way, in recognizing that being in relationship is its own growth journey. And it isn't just simply about who I'm happy with, but it's a matter of being with someone who helps me grow and expand and brings in pieces to me that I'm working on too. This is the conversation. This hyper independent mindset that I see prevalent in our society right now is destroying relationships. And we do need relationships. And for anyone who thinks that you don't, then you got some trauma work you got to do there. Because you do. We all need connection. We need relationships. We're not good just simply all on our own. And that requires some humility to understand that and to ask for help, to ask for connection and understand how to make those things work. So that's just my little 2 cents for today. I hope this got some people thinking about some things, because it's really easy in our modern day, even for women, I don't care who it is, it's very easy in our modern day to be so self-sufficient and so self-reliant that we just kind of wall ourselves off, and we're missing out on some significant emotional connection. We're missing out on significant emotional availability and intimacy. And there is going to be a part of your soul that's going to be calling you in that direction consistently. And it's time to answer that call. The time is now. It's happening in our world where we're recognizing that. All parts need to be acknowledged, embraced, and integrated into the self and in our partnerships. It's really, really easy to fall in love with someone. It's so easy. It's so easy to be attracted to someone and to fall in love with someone. But do you have what it takes to grow that relationship? Do you have what it takes to invest? Do you know how to invest into that dynamic, to grow it into what you want, what your soul wants, what your heart wants? Or are you just going to give up on it because it's too hard? That's the conversation. And that's the direction I want to go. So I hope this video helped you guys. Please do like and subscribe if you're appreciating my content. I would really appreciate your support. Thank you so much to those who are listening, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.